what we're gonna do next. We're gonna start to get to know each other in small groups. So I have a strategy called Think, Pair, Share. Have you ever done that before? Give me a nod. Hi, I'm Abbi Faflick, and this will be my first year teaching choir at Coleman Middle School. Woo! Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Get into it, I know you love it. Ready? Woo, woo, woo. I am probably one of the most WPS proud people in the district or in the Wichita community. I was born and raised in Wichita, and I've been a student in Wichita Public Schools my entire life. I started at Hyde, worked my way to Robinson and East High, and eventually went to WSU. I could only stay away for 1 year in the district, and I came back and was an avid tutor for 3 years in my time in college. So I'm really excited to be coming back as a full-time teacher and serving the community that raised me. Tell me the word we were listening for in 3, 2, 1. I chose to be a choir teacher mostly because of the teachers that invested in me all throughout my education, especially my middle school choir teacher. Choir was always a super safe place for me as a student where I felt loved and I felt like I could explore my creativity as a student, and so I hope to give that same space for my students. You know, it combined my passion for teaching kids and for being with kids with my passion for making music, and I can't think of a better career to give back to my community and to start a profession teaching music and changing lives. So, what would you bring to an imaginary you guys are good at this. So finishing college in the midst of a pandemic definitely changed my life. It changed the trajectory that I envisioned, as it changed all of our lives. And I think if anything, my student teaching experience, even though every single week felt like it was a different battle and it was changing, it prepared me to be flexible with my students. And as we start to kind of get back to what that normal was, I'll still remember to stay flexible and to be ready to adapt whatever the needs of my students are and to whatever the needs of the community and safety is. So while it was really difficult to student teach and to be a student and to be a teacher in the midst of the pandemic, I'm really thankful because I've learned so much more about being flexible as a learner myself and as a teacher and in teaching others.
Where did I go?
You're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. Just grab a seat anywhere. Coleman originally was just a convenient spot close to campus that I could have a part-time job while I was still in college. But I actually was connected to the school through a couple of teachers here and knew that it was a wonderful place, a loving family and staff to work with. And as I was an avid tutor, that was revealed to me every single day. The teachers were always welcoming. The students were a wild ball of energy, but so much fun to work with. And the more that I got to know the school and the community, the more that I wanted to continue to serve it and to work alongside students that really needed that support.
We wish you a happy school year and a happy first day. Abbi, we're so excited to have you at Coleman. Welcome to the Domes. Are back.
I have felt so supported in my transition to becoming a teacher at Coleman. Ever since I left my avid position, I stayed in touch with the other teachers that I had worked with, and as soon as I knew I got to be the teacher here, I was thrilled because it meant I was being welcomed back into the wonderful family of teachers and other staff personnel that are at Coleman. So they've been nothing but supportive, and I definitely feel the love and the family atmosphere of this building. Ooh, that was pretty good. Something really unique about teaching choir is that there's almost only one person at every school doing it. So the community of other teachers has been so welcoming to me. You know, I've been a familiar face because I did grow up in Wichita, but as soon as I made that mark to becoming a teacher, they've supported me with resources, with different materials, and really just excitement and the investment that I'll be making in this program and that they'll be making in me from afar.
Nice.
It is hard. It takes a lot of practice. So last night we had our first open house and I was thrilled to meet some of my students. Some of them by looking at my class lists, I knew I had had as sixth graders when they were in Avid, but they've changed a lot since then. We've all changed a lot since then. So I'm thrilled just to welcome them into my room and to start doing what I really love. And you know, they're the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, and they're the reason why I chose to be a teacher. So the fact that I finally get my own classroom to create that space and to make them feel at home, I can't help but smile thinking about it, because they are the exact purpose for what I'm doing. Everyone give yourselves a big round of applause.